Yeah, so this is Shreveport magazine. Mom leaves her child with a man she just met who told her that he was going to take the boy outside to play, only to drop him off a balcony Chargers. Right? So I want to give all praises and all honor and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and do well. To the elder apostles in Connecticut, the bishops, the priests, the teachers, the evangelists, and the four winds, preaching the truth and sincerity, risking your lives more now than ever, the hopeful elect, Shalom, to the Israelite foreigners who phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel, through your father, and have come back to the fold, Shalom, to you sisters, you Akwathium, who listen and learn under your husband, which is your spiritual leader, with meekness and with silence. This your brother Ram Yahawada with the lesson. And yeah, as we can see, what judgment is going out, man. And you women and the children are going to feel the brunt of this judgment that the Lord is going to put forth throughout the whole earth. And this is just the beginning, right? So we're starting to see the signs of the time of judgment, right? The Most High is not a man that he should lie, nor the son of man that he have to repent, right? It says, what is this? Fox 10 Phoenix. It says suspect in Arizona teens shooting death still at large. It's been 3 years since a teenage girl was found shot to death in Phoenix, while one of the suspects is behind bars. Another is still on the loose, and the teen's family is waiting for justice to be served. All right, and so let's just look a little bit, see if we can find
and daughter. Phoenix police say Itzel Espinoza was shot to death in July of 2021. And Fox 10's Lauren Clark joins us live to share why justice still hasn't been served. Lauren.
Well, Christina and John, Itzel Espinoza was just months away from her 18th birthday, and Phoenix police say the woman responsible for pulling the trigger is still on the loose.
It hasn't been easy, but I mean, we're moving forward, but slowly but surely. But
it's a daily ritual for Eduardo Espinoza.
For the last 3 years, I've been here every day,
visiting his teen daughter Itzel at her gravesite.
Like our little peace of mind, coming here every day, getting to decorate, make it look nice.
His way of keeping his child near, the child he will never see graduate high school or pursue her many goals and dreams.
Going through this,
okay, yeah. So, regardless, so this happened a couple years ago, and I guess that one of the persons involved is still out there, and she's months away from her 18th birthday, slightly a couple years away from her graduating. I mean, months away from graduation. But where the hell was she at, right? Where the hell was she at to be shot and killed? In places she didn't belong. You didn't keep your daughter in a straight way, like the scriptures say. Yeah, in this world, you just do whatever. It's whatever, you know what I mean? And now it's boo-hoo, let's cry. Right? Yeah, so it's Phoenix. It says mystery as Arizona mom who vanished with non-verbal son found dead next to dog in desert. So dang, her and her dog was found dead. Right? It says the remains of a 46-year-old woman, 46-year-old Hope Tucker, who went missing in May, has been found by authorities in Arizona next to her dead dog. The mother and her dog remains were discovered fewer than 10 miles north of Interstate 10, according to confirmation from authorities on Monday. According to the police, earlier on May 22nd, while traveling on I-10 with her autistic son, the vehicle broke down between Verrado Way and Watson Street Road. Watson's Road. Tucker's cause of death is unknown, but investigators stated they think the couple left the car to find shade, right? Because it's hot here in Arizona. Says on May 24th, her son, who has trouble communicating, was discovered in distress at a Watson Road gas station before last week. He spent almost a month in a hospital before being given to a family member. Wow, that is insane. That is crazy. So this kid is out. Hey man, there ain't no love out here, man. Hey, the days is, hey, you know what? It's wax. Love is waxing cold, man. Right? And it shows you even this. This is this thing about this lady's death, and they got Folly right here, and then watch this too. This is the missing lady. But look what they put over her picture. So much disrespect. So much they don't give a damn, like, and then they wonder why people ain't really into looking at the papers or certain things, information. But it's kind of so you're looking at a thing, and so they don't really care, especially this being a so-called black woman that became vanished, came up missing and found dead, her and her dog. So this is the so-called black woman, right? Found dead, and look what they put over her thing, just disrespecting the dead, right? Basically, right? You know what I'm saying? Watch for 15 monster waves caught on camera. So, you know, just put it right through her picture of the dead woman that's missing. I mean, she was missing for a while, but she got found dead. And just, hey man, this is, man, this society, man, it waxed cold. Also, he didn't bring up his mom while he was in the hospital. Authorities said he told his family what transpired, and they contacted the police, Phoenix police. Tucker had been missing from the scene since June. So June 22nd, and not May. They put May 22nd, I believe, up here. May 22nd. Now it's coming to I guess coming to light that it was June 22nd. Right? During a call at a gas station on May 24th, Hope's son and Buckeye police he spent calibrated that he spent a month in the hospital due to what seemed to be medical distress. Wow, this is crazy. So really the thing all happened in June, but they didn't get a hold of the son, and then the son didn't say nothing that his mom was missing or anything in the hospital. So it wasn't until May that they felt, oh yeah, she's missing. So then they start, wow, it's insane. So, yeah, for that first lady, she trusted some dude she barely even met, right? And this guy threw her son off a balcony, man. Basically killed him, right? And who knows if she didn't set that up, or I don't know. It don't make sense that you would be like, yeah, but here it is. Don't make sense. So it says Ecclesiasticus chapter 6 verse 7, if thus wouldst get a friend, right? So it's a guy I met, he's nice, blah 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 blah, you want to date him, whatever. Thought he was cool, you needed to do some, hey look, I need someone to watch my son, I need to whoop whoop whoop, I gotta do this, I'll be back. You can go, why? I mean, take your son to one of your family members' house, or hey, daycare or whatever, something, anything. You don't know this guy, right? You're supposed to, it says what? Prove him first. You got to prove that this, I mean, sometimes you meet people and they really are genuine, and they don't mean you no harm, they don't do no harm. Hey, everything is on the up, but on a lot of occasions, most occasions, hey, we're in the time that the Lord said love is waxing cold, right? It's the time of judgment. You don't know what kind of demons a person has. He could even, I mean, it's bad that he got thrown off the balcony and I guess he died or whatever. But it could be worse. The dude could be a sex demon, right? And you think, well, at least he'll be alive. But I mean, who wants to be alive with a mole, with a demon that causes you to be a mole, right? And blaspheme against God. You know what I mean? Hey man, there's worse things than death, man, right? And being a mole is one of them, right? So I mean, lucky for her to do. I guess it was. I mean, but that was horrible, man. You were supposed to prove him first, and be not hasty, right? That's what she was. She was hella hasty. Hey, I just met you. I don't know you really. Hey, here, watch my son. Oh, you can go play with him? You're gonna take him to the park and play? Like, you don't know what you didn't know what this was gonna do. You didn't know if this dude was gonna kidnap him and sell him to one of them sex rings, and you never see your son again. And now on top of that, your son is being sexually abused by I don't know how many different people. So there's worse things than death, my guy. So I mean, terrible, and then there's extremely terrible. But hey, regardless, something unnecessarily happened because what? You were being too hasty to credit him, to say, hey, this is a good guy. It's good enough to be with my son, right? And if that's your only son or your only child, that is insane, right? I mean, for some man, right? Because this guy was a man, right? Is a friend for his own occasion. That's it. You mean? And will not abide in the day of thy trouble, right? So I mean, he didn't even wait for a day of trouble. He just looked and said, "Hey," something was like, "Hey, just drop this kid off the balcony," right? Like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't abide with you at all, really, right? Because that's not good. It's totally not a friend, right? And there is a friend who being turned to enmity, right, which is an enemy, and that's what he did. If you love your son is a part of you. right? This dude is totally being an enemy of you by hurting your son. So he just that fast. He just turned into an enemy, right? And strife, right? And that's definitely strife. And will discover thy reproach. And your reproach is you're a simple-minded woman who trusted some dude you just met. And your reproach is, hey, she left me with her son. Boom, off the balcony. Hey, there you go. You know? It didn't say if the kid died or not or whatever, but regardless, he's probably seriously injured. If he ain't dead, he's seriously injured. All for what? For what? Because you didn't want to prove a friend. You didn't want to make sure that the guy was someone that was actually trustworthy. Right? The guy was a complete psychopath. Right? Yeah, so this is Luke chapter 16 verse 9. It says, and I say unto you, make to yourselves friends of the mammon, right? See, so the mammon is like saying, of the world, right? Right? And mammon means what is this, right? Mammon means what is this? So whatever it is, right? Whatever your situation, right? Of unrighteousness, right? So you got to make your money, right? So you got to make your money. The lady she had to probably go to work. You got to make your money. You got to make friend of member. You got to make the money, right? Whatever your situation is. And it's not necessarily that money is unrighteous, but the love of money is unrighteous. And then just a lot of ways how people get money be unrighteous, and how they get money, right? But the things of this world. Sometimes you gotta be friends of the things of this world, but not friends in that way, right? You gotta use the world. Matter of fact, you gotta get that. Use the world, but not abusing the world. Yeah. So it says, First Corinthians chapter 7 verse 31, and they that use this world, see, in the world that we live in, you're supposed to just use it, right? There's, like I was trying to get into. You didn't know that guy. There had to be somebody else or something else, some other resource that you had that you could use, right? A neighbor or something, right? Instead of that perfect stranger, this guy, you know what I mean? Use this world, but not abuse it, right? Don't be careless, right? For the fashion of this world passeth away, right? And like I keep saying, that the love, the one thing that's passing away, that the love of many is starting to wax cold. But being a good judge of character, right? You could find a little old lady or something that live in your building, live down the way from you, something that you could have made an agreement with her, pay her some money to watch your son, something. Besides this guy, you absolutely didn't know. You just met him, right? And it says, but I would have you without carefulness, right? You that's just careless. You just don't have common sense, right? And you don't have care in this world. He that is unmarried care for the things that belongeth to the Lord, how he may please the Lord. And see, and you're not, a lot of things you women ain't looking for. You're not looking for a man that please the Lord. See, a real man, right? He's unmarried. He's gonna be looking for things to please the Lord. You're not gonna be looking for a dude who, I just got out of prison, and then you girls swoon all over that. Oh my God, he came from prison. Oh my God, that's like the greatest thing. You don't know what's going on in this guy's head, or he's some gangster. Like, you like that. You like the so-called bad boy thing, but hey, these are the things that come with that, right? Now your son's thrown off the balcony, because you thought he was cool, right? Right? You know? Yeah, get back to here to Luke 16:9. It says make yourself a friend of mammon, right? You know, money. You have to go to work. You have to make your money. You do your things of of unrighteousness, right? So then it's just saying that these are people in the world. They don't believe in God. They don't believe in the truth. They don't believe in Yahweh Shema Shai. But you live amongst them. They're everywhere, right? There's a lot of people who say that they're this or that, they're good, whatever, but they don't believe like you believe. They don't believe in Yahweh Shema Shai. But you have to make a good choice of character, right? Like I was saying, it could have been an old lady. I remember when my mom, we had first moved to Phoenix from a small town, and it's a big thing to come from a small town to a city, and it's because it's way different. But my mom, there was a lady, old lady that lived underneath our where we lived at, from our apartment in the projects. She lived under the stairs. She talked to the lady, had a little agreement with her, and she watched my sister because my sister wasn't old enough to go to school yet. So in the morning, my mom told me to go downstairs, knock on the door. My sister would walk in, as I'd never even been in that house. My sister would walk in. The lady would keep my sister until I got out of school. I get out of school, knock on the door. The lady open up the door, hand me my sister. I grab her hand. I walk upstairs, go in the house, lock the door until my mom got home from work. I would do that every day because this is the agreement that my mom made with the lady down the thing. Now, what a chance that this lady was a psycho too. It was a chance. But it definitely wasn't some dude you just met, which my mom never did that. She met guys, first dates, second dates, whatever dates she went on. She never left us home with some dude she just met. That's one thing she never did, right? So that's kind of part of that thing, you know. You got to make friends with even the people that's around you, where you live at, your surroundings. That when ye fail, so things ain't coming out right. You don't have a babysitter. You don't have this. You don't have that. So when you fail, when your situation ain't looking too good, right? They may receive you into everlasting habitation. So because you have to live, you had to have a place to live. You had to go to work so you could pay your rent, but you can live. So, but you didn't need to leave your child with some dude you didn't know absolutely at all, right? Because this is a thing that happened. Now, there's a chance that the old lady down the way is crazy, and maybe she's a sex demon too. There's a possibility, but you got to try to be a good judge of character, because there's some people that no, they may not believe in Yahweh Shema Shai, but they believe in the Bible, and they have certain little things that they do believe in, and you could be a good judge of character and find, you know what I mean, and kind of look at certain things. Definitely not some guy you just met, right? Yeah. So this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 8. You know, it says a drunken woman and a gatherer abroad causeth great anger. So like the guy was up there, oh, my daughter, she's killed now, and I'm never gonna see her again. Oh, she died before her 18th birthday, and I didn't see her graduate, and I never walked her down the aisle so she can get married, right? But then she's dealing with the maybe she wasn't drunk, or maybe she was actually literally drinking, but there's a thing called drunk off the wine, the philosophy of America, the Babylon juice, right? Drunken off the wine, the philosophy, the BS that tells you you're a little kid, but you're grown. You can do whatever you want to. You can make decisions on your own, and that's what they tell these young kids. You don't really have to listen to your parents, but then you have to listen to your parents. So there's this unsettling thing that doesn't really add up. It's a contradiction, right? Because I can call the police and say my parents are abusing me and I want to divorce my parents and all these different things, but at the same time, he's supposed to be a good parent, right? I was seeing one thing where the guy, a while back ago, he ended up finding the truth, right? Trying to serve the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, and he had a young daughter, so he's trying to keep her in straight. The police told him, no, you can't do that to her. You can't spank her and you can't ground her. So what do you do to to kids that you can't spank or you can't ground. Right? That's the Babylon. You're drunk off this Babylon juice, right? So it makes you what? A gather abroad and called with anger, right? So now she's doing God knows what, and who knows? Because they said the other assailant to her killing was a woman, right? And she will not cover her own shame. So who knows if she wasn't messing with the lady's dude secretly? You know, she probably looked at her like a little sister at first. You know, the girl was coming around and she, oh yeah, little girl, I kick it with you. You know, it's cool. You know, and who knows? A lot of times, those older people, and you kick it around them, they'll smoke a little weed with you, give you a little drink because you know you're too young to go buy alcohol, and they'll smoke some weed with you and this and that, and they'll chill with you. And maybe she looked at her like a little sister or whatever. But it says what it says: the whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelashes. So maybe she was looking at her little dude that she was with, the little boyfriend, the one who helped her. The one who, he's in jail, but the lady who supposedly killed her dipped out. She's gone. She's the one who's at large. She's the one who's not caught. But the guy's behind bars, but she's gone, right? So who knows if the little girl wasn't looking at the dude or whatever, and this conspired some anger. Things like that, right? And then this dude is up there boo-hooing about his daughter. Says, if thy daughter be shameless, right? And almost every daughter in America right now is shameless. Every daughter there's very few and very far in between daughters that's not shameless in America, man. My daughters are shameless, man. I try to teach them the best I can, but the Babylon Jew, it's out there. It's outrageous. And then not to mention, they've been doing this thing on a consistent thing for so long, and when you come and bring the truth, it's easily rejected. Though it's the best thing for you, right? The Bible is the best thing for you, but it's easily rejected in this world, right? It says, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, right? You're supposed to just, hey, keep your ass in this freaking house. You need to go nowhere. You need to do this, that, and let me know. I'm gonna give you a cell phone, a beeper, and I'm gonna make sure I'm put some cameras in the room, whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever you got to do, right? Yeah, don't chip her though. Whatever you got to do, but no chipping though. Do not chip your children. That's definitely a violation of the Bible right there. Lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty, and that's what it looked like the chick had, man. Overmuch liberty, right? She was out somewhere else with some other people in order to be shot and killed, right? Where was she at, right? Yeah, she was supposed to be high school age and this and that, but still. It's your daughter, man. She should have been at home, closer to home, or you should know where she's at and what kind of people she was around. And if you realize there's some people that look sketchy, but if they're willing to commit murder, kill a little kid, I mean, most likely you could tell that these people, that they're not good people. So watch over an impotent eye, right? See, because hey, they're looking to copy, to follow the ways of the world, man. They're stupid, right? Right? And marvel not if she trespasses against thee. So once, especially in this place called Babylon, right? The daughter of Babylon, which is called America. You can't be amazed that they're gonna trespass against you. I mean, I ain't gotta listen to you. Blah 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 blah. I'm gonna go do, or they'll sneak and go be around some people, do something that they wasn't supposed to do it anyway. They'll go do it anyway. Right? She will open her mouth, right? speak all sorts of madness against you, speaking out of turn, right? Speaking out of place, speaking out of order, right? Right? As a thirsty traveler, right? When she have found, when he had found a fountain, right? So this is when they're, getting into sexual things, doing oral, giving oral sex to somebody, right? Opening their mouths to give oral sex to somebody, and drink of every water near her. By every hedge will she set down and open her quiver, right? Have sex, open her legs, right? Right? Quiver meaning her, her private part, and the arrows, of course, meaning a man's rod. So she's sucking and all over town, doing whatever, right? And who knows if she can do it towards this lady's guy, right? And now this whole thing inspires. She kills him, so the guys try to help her cover it up. But then he's the one who ends up being caught. The other chick ran, and this is what inspired of your daughter being out someplace that she wasn't supposed to be, when she should have been in straightly, man. You're supposed to keep your daughter in straightly, man. Right? You're not supposed to give her over much liberty. Yeah, and then that the so-called black woman who was missing for more than a month, technically, right? It says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease," right? You think you're going through your regular day, and this is daylight. You got to think she was headed to work or something, and broke down, right? You got to think thousands of people travel up the I-10. I mean, nobody's seen her. No one's seen how she died. No one's seen her get grabbed. And then a dog won't shut up. It barks. So she get found dead with her dog. Right? Somehow, whoever it was didn't touch the kid. She had the autistic son with her, so they didn't kill the son. Right? Which he has a hard time speaking. So whoever killed, most likely knew her or knew something, because they knew the kid wouldn't be able to really speak. Right? So whoever it was, because most likely it was somebody that knows her or knows the situation, right? But hey, you're traveling out there, just you and your son. You're supposed to have a man of the Lord ultimately, right? Point blank, period. You're supposed to have a man of the Lord. But hey, you're doing your thing. You're on this Babylon juice. Why didn't you have a gun? Why didn't you have some type of weapon, right? Right? Why don't you have like a thing? Everybody has a cell phone, right? You could have called 911, dropped your phone in the car. They could trace your phone, right? Something, anything. It's crazy to be found dead, you and your dog, and then your son is in the hospital for over a month before it even gets noticed to a family member. See, but man, hey, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, right? And where's the Lord's voice, right, coming from, right? It's coming through his prophets, coming through the men of the Lord. The Lord is not coming off his throne to tell you anything. And Yahushua, he's going to come off the throne, right, on the right hand of the Father, which are two separate beings, and he's going to come off his side of the throne on the right side of the Father and come down and judge this world. But he can't do it until the Father gives him permission, because he said he don't even know the time that he's coming. So, but we could see the signs of the time. It's clear. It's clear that the Lord said, measure the time diligently in itself. That these are the signs of the time, the things that the Lord said was going to happen. Right? And I mean, I keep saying I'm going to have to read it because the love of many is waxing cold. So you know that you see the things that's going on and the love of many is waxing cold. Why would you just be this woman just out here just lollygagging in life in itself? Right? And she may feel like she was doing her own thing. Well, she was. She had a car, but the car broke down. Why didn't you have a man or somebody that you can get in contact with, which maybe she did. Maybe that's the guy who killed her. Hey, I'm broke down on the road. She called him, but somehow the kid is there, but she's gone and the dog's gone, and then the kid's in the hospital for over a month. So most likely, maybe it could have been the guy she called to come help her because she was broke down on the road. Right? But hey, ye careless daughters, right? Talking about you daughters of Israel, you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian women, right? Even though that one was a so-called white woman, right? Or maybe because it didn't show it showed the white guy, but whatever you whatever it was, I don't know if she was white, but it was just using that as an example, right? She dated some white guy who threw her kid off the balcony, right? And who knows? She could be an Israelite, foreigner. She could be an Israelite. She could have been an Israelite. Who knows? I don't know. There's no here nor there. But we're using all these things for an example, for an amendment, right? So you can show that the Lord is allowing judgment to go forth throughout the earth, right? It says, yeah, give ear, right, to listen, man. Just listen. Pay the freak attention, man. Fuck it, just because you say this and that, okay, you're so brave, you're this and that, you talk trash to grown men and this and that, but when it was time to call 911 or whatever, and maybe she did call 911, or maybe something happened, or maybe she didn't have time to call 911, right? So all this big tough talk, and what happened? You know what I'm saying? What happens to when you can't call the cops? Right? Hey, give ear to my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, right? You women, hey, a lot of you are far gone in your mind as far as thinking, everything is going to continue the way it is forever. Right? You're a woman and nobody can't touch you and nobody can't do this and that and nothing's gonna happen to you because you're so pretty because you got the box, you got the wet, so nothing ain't gonna happen to you. All you gotta do is give up some sex. Well, hey, sometimes that be your issue, that be your problem. Hey, the guy probably came. She was like, I'm breaking up with you. I don't need you no more. But then when she broke down, she called him. And was like, hey, I need help. She's like, yeah, it's probably sent the dude off the deep end, man. Chick, you're playing too many games. You said you were leaving me, but then here you are broke down on the side of the road. Now you want to call me. Hey, who knows how this all ended up? Someone killed her, right? And didn't kill the son, which is strange. So it's got to be somebody that, like I said, somebody that knows her or something. Right? Hey, see? Ye be troubled, ye careless what? You careless women, right? You women are careless. Even the other women of the other nations. You're following behind Edom, the Edomite women. They're definitely careless because they can be. Their man is in charge. Their man is in rulership. If something happened to them, they're immediately blasted all over the paper, immediately saying this and that, and we need retribution and judgment for these people right away. See, but you seen the other guy was the little Mexican girl. They still haven't caught her killer. Right? This is a so-called Jake woman. And then the Jake woman, they cut off half of her picture to show you about 15 waves. 15 waves caught on camera. Disrespecting the dead. Don't really give a damn about your plight or your situation. You're just some dead, N-word who the elites don't like and hate, right? You're some dead N-word, right? You're just a careless woman, right? For the ventures shall fail, right? So all the things that you thought, the police and this and that, I'll call my brother, I'll call this and that, you bet not touch me, da 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 da, so on and so forth. Where was that at when you got killed? Where was that at? You've been missing for over a month. So when all that thing that you thought was going to be there for you, the things that were going to be the buffers, those protectors that you thought was going to be able to protect you, where was they at? They wasn't there. They failed. The ventures shall fail, and the gathering shall not come. So all the money and the things that you got, the jewels, the diamonds, the rings, the things, all those things failed. Right? Yeah, so, you know, the whole aspect of you being able to call the police and, you know, like even the girl, she got shot by whoever, the lady, where's all these things thinking none of this stuff could ever happen to you, right? But this is coming from Yahweh Shai, right? Because of iniquity, right, which are sins, shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, right? So, hey, ain't gonna be no warm welcomes and general good feelings amongst people. Yeah, so this is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. This know also, right? So, hey, so the Lord said, hey, hear ye women that are at ease. Listen to the prophets, listen to the men of the Lord, hear this, and know this also, that in the last days, and we're in the last days, so we're telling you, man, look out for what's going on. They're pushing the charagma, right? The digital wallet, the digital all, right? That's going to have all your information, right? The thing that you're not going to be able to buy and sell unless you have this, right? It's going to be embedded within you. But first, they got to get you to get into the digital era, right? That's why they're trying to get everybody to use these so-called credit cards. When back in the day, cash was king. And you would think that would be more prevalent, because when you look at these cards, they actually have you use more money when you use the cards, because when you go to the thing, the dude, the cashier, oh yeah, it costs this much. You swipe your card, and I'll be like, hey, dude, wait a minute. You said it was only this. Oh, well, it cost me 40 cents or 50 cents or 75 cents or whatever they may say to use the machine. So yeah, it was that price plus the amount that it takes for me to use this machine. So you're actually spending more money to use the cards. But people are far into using these credit cards just so they can walk by a bum and say, I don't have no money. All I use is credit cards. Yeah, but you're losing several hundreds and maybe thousands of dollars every year by using credit cards. Right? Which don't make sense. Cash is king. Right? Which now they're trying to give you a spinoff. They tell you cash is not king anymore. I think they were trying to say, I forgot how they phrased it, but they're phrasing it as cash is not king anymore. Credit's king, or digital money, which digital don't mean a thing really. So you're gonna get a bunch of digital money that technically don't have any value, but I guess it can buy you things because the people are accepting it as if it has value, and that's the only reason why you can buy things with it. But we're in the last days. We're telling you about these things. We're telling you about the things to come, and what the whole thing about this, what it says in the last days, what perilous times. Perilous means what? Troubles, dangers. It's going to be a dangerous world. It's a dangerous world that you live. And prior to this, it was already a dangerous world. But how much more now? Right? Shall come. And they're here. Right? When you go back to the freaking Ted Bundys and what's his name? Was it the dude Jack the Rippers, and you know that was long time ago, but you go from that time to now, you still have serial killers, and you probably got more serial killers now than ever in the last days, right? You know, Jeffrey Dahmer was more, dealing with the gay people. But hey, you know, the whole thing is, hey, there are more people willing to kill and do things just for the sake of doing it. I mean, you ask the guy who threw the little kid off the bed, what did he do that for? He could say he don't know. It was no rhyme, no reason. Why did you shoot the girl in the chest? There's no rhyme, no reason. Hey, you grabbed the chick over there, and who killed this lady with her dog? There's probably no rhyme, no. It's just these are things that's just happening, right? For men shall be lovers of their own selves. See, and people are self-absorbed right now. I mean, and this is more prevalent now than ever before, right? When you got, what did it say? You got self-service, like gas. You go to a gas station, it's self-service gas. You even go to the grocery store, you're self checking yourself out. It's called self-checkout. So your self-checkout. You have self-checkout. Let me say it again. Self-checkout, self-service at the gas stations, while you're doing a selfie somewhere, right? Everything's about self, right? So this is why you get this illusion. I can do, and then the women have that thing. I can do bad all by myself, right? But then when you were by yourself, someplace stuck, and somebody's about to kill you, well, technically you did what you said you can do. You did bad all by yourself. Now you're dead. Right? That's why the Lord said, "Give ear, you careless women." Hey, look, this perilous times. You really need a man of the Lord, technically. But hey, let's listen to the philosophies and the ways of this world, and you can look for ball players and basketball players and football players. But even then, a lot of you women ain't getting that. You're not getting some NBA star. You're not getting an NFL star. So what kind of guys are you getting? Drug dealers? That's your next best thing to get a guy who got money? Well, these guys, hey, they're not the best reliable guys either, right? So hey, it is what it is, right? Because we're going into a time of what? Covetousness, right? Covetousness, right? You want to buy and sell and make money and this and that, sell drugs or do whatever you do. You know what I mean? Prostitute, be a stripper, whatever you want to be, make your money, do your job, make your money, and so also you could buy and do things and keep up with the Joneses, so you could be covetousness, right? Boasters, proud, and that's the things that's happening. I mean, it's more now prevalent now. I mean, listen to the rap song, man. If that's not boasting and being proud, and then you're boasting and proud, so blasphemers, right? A lot of them, hey, they blaspheme. They'll tell you, hey, we don't believe in no God. We believe in Allah, or, you know what I'm saying? They believe in Satan. They believe in making the money or whatever. Disobedient to their parents, right? That was that little chick. Why was she going somewhere else where she didn't need to be at? Now she got some bullets to her chest, dead. Now her dad's crying, oh my God, I didn't see she didn't get a chance to turn 18, she didn't get to graduate, whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? Unthankful, unholy, right? This is this time that we're living in more prevalent than ever. So these are things that we're telling you. Without natural affection, nobody's showing that love. The love of many is waxing cold. Without natural affection, and that's in more than one way, right? Guys are having sex with guys. Women are having sex with women. Sometimes they're doing both sexes. And then now they're completely confused. They don't know what they really like. They don't know what they really like, what they're really attracted to. It's just about themselves. Well, I'm doing whatever feels good. Whatever pleases me. Whatever feels good. It feels good for the moment. But you know, all that dissipates, man. It's just like being high. Right? False accusers. Right? Right, being the devil, right? Because that's basically what false accuser mean, right? It goes into being an adversary, a falsely accusing adversary, right? The devil that falsely accuses you, right? Basically be a false witness, right? Lies, they lies upon you, gossips and lies and all sorts of things that happen now, right? inconsiderate. Right? No one's considerate. For rent. For what? Fire rents. Fervent. Despisers of those despisers of those that are good, right? Despisers that are good. Traitors, headery, high-minded, right? So many people act like they're better than you, right? They, nothing matters but themselves, and they think they're better than you. So many people are high-minded, They'll even say they're high because they come from some other place. Oh, I'm from New York. I'm from L.A. I'm from this place. I'm from that place. I'm from this hood. I'm from that hood. And you from this hood. And y'all hood ain't really nothing, or this and that, or your city, your state. That ain't nothing compared to my state. Or they came from a so-called different lifestyle. They had so-called money or this or that or whatever. Or they had a lot of tough guys or whatever in their family, and they fought, and they feel like you're soft and you're nothing and this and that. People are high-minded in whatever way that they can be high-minded. Like a guy was saying that he said he went to a village where the whole village is poor, and because the one part of the village had the little water part, the river, where everybody had to drink from. They had the river. They felt like they were better than the other people on the other side of the same poor thing where they barely have anything in the first place. But they're like, well, at least we have the river next to us. We just any way a person can think to be high-minded so they can feel like they're better than somebody. Lovers of pleasure, see? Just lovers of just whatever makes me feel good. And as long as I'm feeling good, as long as I'm feeling okay, you get to live. I'll let you live as long as I'm feeling good. And when I come down from my high, or you don't make me feel good while I'm doing whatever I'm doing, I'll kill you. Right? More than lovers of the power of the Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Right? Because they're not lovers of the truth. Because the truth is being told to you. The letter J is only 400 to 500 years old. Who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ will be a dark-skinned, brown, black man with woolly hair. Well, the color don't matter. He doesn't matter what color he was. Well, it's in the Bible, and he came from a nationality. That's why the scripture says that if those who say he didn't come in the flesh are liars and nothing of him. So then people go, no, I believe he came in the flesh. Well, then if you believe he came in the flesh, he came in the flesh and he was part of a nationality. Right? So, with all that, having a form, yeah, because sometimes people can put that off too, right? Let's go and get that. Because like maybe that chick, she met the guy, she just met him. Maybe, he looked like a good guy or whatever. So, hey, babysit my son while I go do whatever, right? Or even the chick, she went around, the little young chick, she was with the guy and the girl, whatever. Hey, these look like good people. I'll just kick it with them and blah, 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 blah. Now you're the chick who thought the guy was good, her son's thrown off the balcony. You thought this lady and the guy was a good look to be around. You thought they were good people. And now you have bullets in your chest and now you're dead. All right? And then this other chick, whatever she did. I mean, that's the only thing I could think of. Only thing I can think of is she must have been talking to some guy and was playing games with him. And when her car broke down, she called him and was like, hey, my car broke down. And when he got over there, he was like, hey, I'm finna get this. And it may not have clicked to him on the way there, but when he got there and seen the situation and there was no one around to really see or people wasn't paying attention, because you gotta see the I-10, man, it flows with plenty of but people don't pay attention, man. People are not, they're just going about their day, they're just into their own shit, man. They're not looking around. You would think somebody would have seen her or seen what happened to her. But that's the only thing I can think of is she finally called the guy and was like, hey, my car broke down. He was like, bitch, you just broke up with me the other day. Now you're calling me because your car broke down. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but see? It says having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, right? And, hey, and that's ultimately what they do. They'll see the birds and the trees and the way the sun rises in the east, sets in the west, the moon comes out, does the exact same thing, rises in the east, sets in the west. That's clearly that's design. That can't be because it accidentally, mysteriously happened from a big bang, or some molecules was floating around in deep black space and then just poofed, and now everything's in chronological order the way it's supposed to be. The bees does its job. This just why ain't the bees all of a sudden just, hey, because the way the pollution and things is killing the bees, and then you're not planting the crops and things that you need to. Why ain't the bees and the things doing something opposite now? You know what I mean? Why ain't a lot of things doing a lot of opposite things now? Why even through all the pollution and all the things are still on course somewhat. Some things are out of course. But for the most part, everything is going in the way it's supposed. So you know that's design. You know that has to be a God. You know that has to be a power that can't be accidental. Right? So, therefore, but denying the power thereof. See, so basically, from such turn away. So say, when it come down to it, hey, you turn away from those who deny the power of Yahweh Bashem Awashai, man. Deny the power of the God of this Bible, right? The God of the world, the God of the universe, right? Right? You have to know that exists, right? So, with all that, I'm going to give all praises and all honor and all glory unto Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and do well. To the elder apostles in Connecticut, to the bishops, to the priests, to the teachers, the evangelists, and the four winds, preaching the truth with sincerity, risking your lives more now than ever, the hopeful elect, the elect, Shalom, to the Israelite foreigners whose phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel through your father and have come back to the fold, Shalom, to you sisters, you Akwathium, who listen and learn under your husband, which is your spiritual leader, with meekness and with silence, and a Bible ball.